You can't fight for black lives while defending fried chicken like it's reparation. Yeah, I said it. A 2021 NIH study shows that African Americans eating a Southern-style diet have a 56% higher chance of sudden death. So what's really killing us? Tradition or addiction? I know this ain't YouTube appropriate commentary, but if you're in your 30s, 40s, or even your 50s, feeling like you 70 trying to juke with rubbery wood is probably your diet. I'm 56 years old, no cap whatsoever. By the time I was 26, I'm talking about inflammation, just waking up like a damn mannequin. Now mind you, my mama, she's still fighting rheumatoid arthritis like it's a full-time job. Well, my daddy, he died too soon for us to ever know if his gene pool had the same curse. But what we do know is that he died of pancreatic cancer. My uncle died of stomach cancer. And both these men kept their ailments a secret until there was nothing to do about it but die. Keeping it a buck, I was probably on that same trajectory, but at the time, I ain't make the connection. Who in the mood for unpopular opinion? The lie we believe is that bad genes make us destined for prostate cancer, rheumatoid arthritis, Alzheimer's, fibroids, whatever. But guess what? Genes ain't shit but a blueprint. And the blueprint don't build a house by itself. Them degenerative cells, we all got them. But in order to become a disease, they got to be activated. Like a cougar that retired from them streets. She might be chilling now, but all it takes is the right trigger. What most folks don't want to hear. What families keep passing down ain't just biology. It's lifestyle. It's how we process stress, how we swallow pain whole, how we communicate or don't. It's trauma responses, the sugar high, the emotional eating, the poverty, the silence, the fried bologna sandwiches and the red drink sitting in the fridge right next to the soda. That's the real inherit. We inherit environment. We inherit patterns. We inherit limited access to real resources and too much access to processed poison wrapped in foil and sold 2 for $1 at the corner store. So if your great-granddaddy, your granddaddy, and your daddy all end up on that high blood pressure, diabetes, and stroke waiting list, that ain't DNA, that's a do-over. Bars! My name is Tijuana Jackson. I help you fix the toxic relationship you are having with yourself so you can stop all the negative self-talk and start taking action steps to build a life you can be proud of. And I run an online community. It's like a plug-and-play lifestyle that instantly adds structure to your life. If any of that sound good, links is in the description. But back to the story, I'm 26 years old with granny shoulders. Back then, I was dating this gal, Portuguese and Japanese or Portuguese. Beautiful, cultured, but low-key in love with being accepted by them white folks. She used to hang with that yoga mat, sage-burning, alkaline water-drinking crowd. And for my birthday, she bought me a stay at this retreat called the Optimum Health Institute. Look it up. Folks would go there whenever they was diagnosed with different ailments ranging from skin cancer to HIV and everything in between. In fact, she first went there when she was diagnosed with something I'm not allowed to mention on YouTube. But let's just say after she had whatever it was removed with a laser and learned this new eating regime, she ain't had that problem no more. Now, this place was wild. Raw food, wheatgrass enemas, juice fasting, no sugar, colonics every other day. Walk around that bitch leaking. And they had something called Rejuvelac. Basically, quinoa fermented in water till it smelled like something crawled in it and died. It was really just fermentation, but then you had to drink that mess. Supposed to restore your gut flora, flood your microbiome with that good bacteria. First couple days I'm there, I'm hangry as hell, cold sweats, headaches, but around day 3, I wake up, stretch, and push myself down from the bed head, then I sat on the edge of the bed like, what's different? I walk around all day feeling like I forgot something until I realized, hold up, I pushed myself down from my bed head this morning and I stretched my arms over my head for the first time in over a year. My shoulders move without pain. No help, no strain, just motion. That's when I realized the inflammation was gone. Now at the time, I ain't even had the vocabulary for inflammation. I just knew I could drive like a normal human again, but they wouldn't let us leave the retreat. And get this, I was so ignorant about food at the time, I actually stopped at McDonald's on the way to the retreat and ordered a filet of fish, thinking that was a healthier choice than they burgers. But the real breakthrough came in the classes that they had us take. This white dude leading one session said, a lot of what you think is food is just filler, no nutrients, just flavor and addiction. This older woman at the retreat, looking like she'd been through the Dust Bowl, stood up in the class and said she was a vegan for 30 years and doesn't understand why she's sick now. One of the facilitators, sitting amongst the students, turned around, looked that vegan lady dead in the eye and said, you one of them vegans eating donuts and pastries every day? She ain't saying another word. I damn near passed out laughing. She must have had on green mascara because she looked like she was crying celery juice. Kept giving me the evil eye for the rest of the stay. By the way, if you like something, hit the like button. If you're motivated as hell, hit the notification bell. And if you really want to give the people hope, share this with your folks. Buzz! But that was the moment that really changed my mindset about food. That shit hit me hard. I started connecting the dots. Our diet, they ain't made for our biology. We black. We ain't supposed to be digesting half the crap they pushing in these grocery aisles. They give white folks celiac disease, but we the ones walking around with type 2 diabetes, joint pain, autoimmune disorder, and we still arguing about whether or not soda is bad. Day 6 at the retreat, shit get even wild. I go to the bathroom, and this ain't pretty, okay? But I shit out like these 6 little green beads, and they was all connected, like some kind of parasite Mardi Gras necklace or some shit. And on top of that, I shit out a full-on parasite, like 8 inches long. See, I had these gloves on, digging through my own poop like I was on an episode of CSI Detox. They encourage us to do stuff like that at this health institute. They told us it was really important that you examine your poop from time to time, and I'm glad I did. The heartbreaking part was this was 1996. We ain't had camera phones back then. But here's the thing, dog, I felt light, clear, present. The fog was lifted. My shoulders was loose. Eating no sauces, no preservatives, no flavor, no oils, no bread, no rice, no pasta for 6 days had completely changed my life. I had never felt more capable than I felt in that moment. My skin was glowing. I was like, oh, so this is what it felt like when God put his hand on your shoulder. I wake up in the morning and be like, oh, so this is what it feels like to have a metal penis. My body was the purest it had been since I was a baby. I came back home and committed to eating nothing but raw vegetables and meat protein. Every now and then I would do a juice or water fast. Felt like a different dude. But after about 6 months, I went to a family fish fry and it was pretty much downhill from there. Had a drink that night and everything. I tried to recover, get back on my diet, but really, man, I missed them sugary beverages. And you ain't gonna believe this, but the worse my diet got, the worse my shoulders got, the worse my allergies got, the worse my sleep got, the worse my mood got, the more lethargic I felt. Raise your hand if you ever felt exhausted, bloated, and damn near depressed after a good meal. Well, that ain't comfort food, that's comfort poison. Each time I slipped and went back to overeating rice, pasta, saucy foods, and eating out all the time, didn't even have to touch candy, fast food, or soda. Boom, shoulders flared back up. Brain fog returned. And once I got tired of waking up like a cripple in a nursing home, I committed to going back to the Optimum Health Institute once or twice per year for 2 to 3 weeks per visit. I did that shit for like a decade. Learned a lot too. And over time, I developed better eating habits. In fact, I developed a whole new diet. For 3.5 years, the only thing I ate was meat and vegetables. No bread, no rice, no pasta, no candy, no juice, not a thing, just meat and vegetables. Some called it the anti-inflammation diet. I called it the anti-cancer diet. Lost a bunch of weight. My allergies went away and so did the gravel in my shoulders. My life, my biology, my physicality, my mental clarity has been on a different level ever since. And here's what I walked away with. 1, you can heal your body with the right food. 2, there's a direct correlation between food and mindset. The defeatist mentality, the mood swings, your inability to regulate your emotions, chronic fatigue, that sense of helplessness is influenced and often induced by what we choose to eat. 3, just because it's edible don't mean it's food. Food should always nutrify. 4, the body craves whatever you feed it repeatedly. Ain't just about cravings. It's engineered that way. The foods were made to hijack your brain. The budget that goes into taste engineering alone is enough to hire your own taste tester. Iodized salt, refined and substitute sugars, processed oils, they don't just taste good, they numb you. They replace your joy. They manipulate your hormones, and most of us too stressed, too broke, too uninformed to fight back. You ain't lazy, you just got weaponized snacks in your pantry. And 5, most of us is gonna choose our addictions over our lives. Ball. That's why I got my online community doing the fridge and pantry detox right now. In fact, that's what inspired this damn video. Folks was like, what can we keep? We out here thinking we making lifestyle choices when really, we got a damn hitman living behind the salad dressing. In a lot of instances, the hitman is in the salad dressing, but here go the truth about soul food that nobody wants to admit. Collard greens smothered in pork fat, cornbread drowning in sugar, and that sweet tea, it's not tradition, it's inflammation. And here's the twist. The top 5 killers of African American heart disease, diabetes, stroke, kidney failure, and hypertension is directly related to these exact foods. And the cold part? These dishes were survival meals and coping mechanisms on plantations. So what exactly is we celebrating when we sit down and eat this shit? Look, if you're ready to heal the emotional habits that keep pulling you off your path and get some direction in your life, let me give you a free coaching. Link is in the description. Like I said, you ain't lazy, you just misinformed. And here goes 7 ways that you might be getting in your own damn way. If you feeling the vibe, don't forget to subscribe. And cliche as it sounds, you really are what you eat, which would make a lot of y'all Swifties.